Thank you for coming to help celebrate Philip and Chloe's special day. Firstly, can everybody hear me? Yes. My name is Tess and I'll be officiating today. Chloe's not far away, so I'd just like to go through a couple of bits of housekeeping before she arrives. Firstly, could everyone make sure your phones are on silent? There are some great ringtones out there and we don't want anyone to hear a rendition of I've Got to Get Out of This Place. Philip and Chloe have an official photographer, Peter. I just ask you to let him get the money shots first, and then by all means take as many photos as you like. Lastly but not least, enjoy yourselves.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time, but darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Sei la mia donna, la forza delle onde del mare. Cogli i miei sogni, i miei segreti, molto di più. Spero che un giorno l'amore che ci ha accompagnato diventi casa, la mia famiglia diventi noi. E siamo sempre bambini, ma nulla è impossibile, stavolta non ti lascerò. Mi baci piano ed io torno ad esistere.
Good afternoon again. Philip and Chloe would like to thank you for coming today to help them celebrate their very special day. As I said earlier, my name is Tess, but during the official proceedings you'll hear me refer to myself as Therese. You are all here today to witness the marriage between Philip Nenji and Chloe Rose Hendricks. If you're at the wrong wedding, now would be the time to leave. Thankfully, we have been blessed with beautiful weather, if not a bit hot, and the botanical gardens are looking splendid today. Rose, Chloe's little girl, looks a picture today. Philip and Chloe are here to pronounce their love for one another by making one of life's greatest commitments. They've chosen a truly romantic day to commit to one another. As you all know, today is Valentine's Day, a traditional day of love which can be popularly traced back to the 3rd century and a Catholic priest called Valentine. We won't go all the way through the story, but ironically, the 14th of February was his execution day. And that is what will happen to Philip if he forgets their anniversary. Many of you have travelled a long way to be here, including many of Philip's family. Philip was raised in the beautiful island of Sentosa, just off the coast of Singapore, and it was here that he met his beautiful wife at a gaming conference. They fell in love, and now they're about to begin the most exciting game of all. Marriage is a lot like a game with many curves and bumps, but the prize at the end is amazing. A close friend of Chloe, Beck Goodwin, has written a poem for the couple which describes perfectly the journey and all it entails. It will be read by a friend of Philip, Paula. Paula, could you please come forward?
What is it, you ask? I think carefully. It is butterflies and caterpillars, it's stagnant creeks and rushing rivers. It's Monday morning and Friday night. It's every kiss and every fight. It's laughter and salty tears. It's being brave through your deepest fears. It's morning breath and quick impatience. It is the past and the destination. It is the sun, the star, the moon. It is my love, me and you.
Thank you, Paula. Could I ask Philip's parents, Edwin and Jane, and Chloe's parents, George and Elizabeth, to stand? Before you are the two children you have lovingly raised, standing before you. They are about to make a promise to each other to stand side by side for the rest of their lives. Do you support their decision and bless the union?
We do.
Thank you. You can sit down again. In Scotland, until the mid-1700s, marriages were celebrated by a simple hand-fasting ceremony in which two partners linked hands to form an infinity circle, and then their wrists would be bound together, symbolising the two lives into one. It is from this practice the expression tying the knot originates. Philip and Chloe have chosen this Celtic tradition to begin their ceremony. Some of you have ribbons which I gave to you earlier. When I call your name, come forward and drape your ribbon across Philip and Chloe's hands. Each colour has a meaning and represents a hope and desire for Philip and Chloe's future together. When the last ribbon has been draped, Philip and Chloe will make their vows and will bind their hands and their lives together. Before we begin, I must say a few important words to you, Philip and Chloe, and to all here present. As a civil marriage celebrant, I, Therese Marie Goodwin, am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage and in the presence of all these witnesses, I am to remind you, Philip and Chloe, of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you're about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. With this in mind, you've already turned to each other. Link your hands to form the infinity symbol. These are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you. They're holding yours on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work along yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. I will now ask each of a ribbon to come up as I call your name. Georgia, Lay the red ribbon across Philip and Chloe's hands, giving the gift of love, strength, and courage. Brett, could you come forward and lay the orange ribbon across their hands so that Philip and Chloe will always encourage each other and show kindness to each other. Jane, could you come forward and lay the yellow ribbon across their hands so they may be attracted to one another and have confidence in their relationship. Edward, could you lay your green ribbon? Lay your green ribbon across Philip and Chloe's hands to wish them luck, good health, and prosperity in the future. Elizabeth, could you please come forward and lay the blue ribbon across their hands so that their journey through life may be safe and long. And George, could you lay the pink ribbon across their hands so that they may keep their romance alive? And lastly, Chris, could you please bring forward Rose? Lay the brown ribbon across her and her mum and Philip's hands in the hope that their home is always safe and nurturing place to return to. Their grounding. Philip, it is time to make your commitment to Chloe.
Before all here present, I, Philip Go-NG, take you, Chloe Rose Hendricks, to be my wife, be my best friend, mentor, playmate, confidant, and my greatest challenge. But most importantly, you are the love of my life. You make me happier than I could ever imagine. More loved than I ever thought possible. You have made me a better person, as our love for one another is reflected in the way I live my life. So I'm truly blessed to be part of your life, which as of today becomes our life together.
Chloe.
Before here present, I, Chloe Rose Hendricks, take you, Philip Go-NG, to be my husband. You have been my best friend, mentor, playmate, confidant, and my greatest challenge. But most importantly, you are the love of my life, and you make me happier than I can ever imagine, and more loved than I ever thought possible. You have made me a better person, as our love for one another is reflected in the way I live my life. So I am truly blessed to be a part of your life, which as of today becomes our life together.
The binding is formed not by the knot, but by your vows. You hold in your hearts the making or breaking of this union. Just as your hands were bound, so too are your lives. Because you cannot be physically joined together, you have chosen to gift each other a ring to symbolize that connection. It will be worn on your finger as a constant reminder of the bond shared between you as a married couple. Brett, could you give Chloe Philip's ring? Chloe, place the ring on Philip's finger.
I give you this ring, this band of gold, to love you always, to have and to hold. I give you my love, precious and true. You know that my heart is only for you.
Georgia, you give Philip the ring.
I give you this ring, this band of gold, to love you always, to have and to hold. I give you my love, precious and true. You know that my heart is only for you.
Philip and Chloe have declared their love and commitment for each other before you, their family and friends. They have bound their lives together with the fastening of their hands and symbolised the union with the gifting of the ring. There is only one thing left to do. It is now my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. Philip, you may kiss your bride. We'll be stepping over to the signing table to complete the official paperwork. We shall be back soon.